have anything to do with Kaylee's disappearance, then the polygraph's going to show that.
Is there a kernel of truth to any of the allegations she's leveling against you?
Did you ever have sexual contact with Casey?
Is your marriage going to survive this?
Did you knowingly conceal Kaylee's whereabouts?
Did I conceal her whereabouts?
Did you conceal her whereabouts? If you have anything to do...
Nearly 14 years after the disappearance and death of their 2-year-old granddaughter, George and Cindy Anthony are back in the spotlight. They're the subjects of the new documentary, Casey Anthony's Parents, The Lie Detector Test. In 2008, the couple's daughter, Casey, was accused of killing her little girl, and questions lingered about the child's grandparents. Casey Anthony was ultimately acquitted of murder charges, but questions about the case remain. And all these years later, her parents are taking lie detector tests in an effort to clear their names.
And Tony Harris is the host of the show. Good morning.
Larry, how are you, brother?
Good.
How is Robin behaving in the new year? Is she okay?
So far, so good, but it's only like day 4, so.
Yeah.
So, Tony, is there an attorney telling them not to do this?
No, no, not at all. I think we're here because of Casey's documentary on Peacock, where she levels these, the most heinous allegations you can against anyone. And she's leveling them against her father and to a lesser extent against her mother. She's alleging that her father sexually abused her from the time she was 8 years old on for a period of 4 years, almost weekly, in their family home, which is a small home. And so the idea that Casey would make those kinds of allegations, at some point the parents, George and Cindy, said, enough of this. And we want an opportunity to clear our names to the extent that we can. And then the idea of doing a polygraph exam just rose out of their desire to find a way, to the best way that they could come up with, to hopefully clear their name in their minds.
Let's take a look a little bit of that lie detector test from the special.
I believe that the outcome of this test will show what proved what.
Proved that, number one, I never assaulted or hurt my daughter in any way, and I certainly didn't do anything to my granddaughter. I did everything that I possibly could.
What if the results aren't what you hope?
Did you conceal her whereabouts?
Did I conceal her whereabouts?
It's interesting that they would use this vehicle to try and, squash any of these rumors or allegations. Lie detector tests are not used in court, notoriously unreliable. So why did they agree to do it?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say notoriously unreliable. They've got about a 90% reliability when you consider all of the variables that are involved in this. So I think they chose to do this because they were trying to figure out what's the best way. The case is closed. And I think, you have to also consider the risk involved in doing this. If depending on how this test turns out, it opens them up to a whole new line of official scrutiny, right? So I think there was some real risk involved in doing it this way, regardless of what you think about the reliability of the test. A bad outcome in a test like this really opened them up. And, in television, it's all about, we move the needle when we bring greater clarity, and we move the needle when people are putting, life and limb and freedom on the line. And I think in this case, they decided that they'd had enough, and they were willing to go to whatever lengths to make their case.
So I think what you're saying is the upside for them would be better public relations. The downside is they could get jammed up in criminal court. Am I wrong?
So it was a pressure cooker. I want to tell you're right, Larry, you're right. I mean, it was an absolute pressure cooker. And for anyone who questions the whole viability of, the polygraph exam as a truth-seeking tool, it's not the only one, obviously. You can sit in front of a journalist, we've all been there, and people have clearly been telling us falsehoods. But the idea of sitting in front of someone with the training of George Olivo, who FBI trained, a former special agent with the FBI, now retired, when he's drilling down on you and you are wired and all of your physiology is being recorded. I want to tell you, I was in the next room watching it and I'm sweating. And you saw the moment when George was having a problem with the concealment question. That was real. We did our interview before the test, and then there was the polygraph exam. And you saw those moments when he was struggling, and there were more of those moments in the 2-hour special.
Wow. Well, it's Casey Anthony's Parents, the lie detector test. It premieres on A&E tonight at 8 p.m. You can check out ANETV.com for more information. Tony, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks, Tony.
Always good to see you guys. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah, you too.